Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
And we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
Colwell, Caicedo, Palmer.
Looking here to chip it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Nuno Mendes.
Fabian Ruiz.
Nuno Mendes.
That's really well manoeuvred. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Played out to the right. That is lovely. And here's Doué. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Shot, surely! There's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Colwell forwards and with intent.
Caicedo.
And here's Palmer. Goes for goal! Oh, a very decent attempt. Marquinhos.
Nuno Mendes. Savani.
João Neves. Oh, it's Dembele. Doué, out to the right. João Neves. Fabian Ruiz. Mendes. Oh, good take in a good area. Shapes to shoot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Colwell, Garnacho, and it's Cucurella. Colwell, it's a pretty loose pass.
Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz. Vitinha, Marquinhos, Kvaratskhelia, Marquinhos, Doué is onto it in a flash.
Cucurella, Garnacho, Cucurella,
gently done.
Mendes
Is there, and he can get that clear.
Caicedo,
Garnacho,
Cucurella,
that has been knocked clear.
Fernandes, Kvaratskhelia. João Neves. Zabani.
And it's played forward.
Vitinha.
Marquinhos. Fabian Ruiz shifted upfield. He is through here.
Fernandes. Palmer. Clipped into space.
Oh, delightful. And the shots! A goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
João Pedro simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived, and boy, did he hit it.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. João Neves. Kvaratskhelia. Nuno Mendes.
Showing good feet.
João Neves. Vitinha. Doué played out towards the right wing. And here's Vitinha. Vitinha! And that's off target.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Chalobah
Aim forwards.
Colwell. Caicedo.
Moved on forwards.
Marquinhos.
With the clearance.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Dembele.
Into the channel.
And that was very necessary. There will be a throw-in. Palmer. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. João Neves.
Paris Saint-Germain, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Played in deep.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Throw it.
Oh, great chance. Goes for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Chalobah tries to clear. Keeper's got good distance on that. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Vitinha. And here's Doué.
Doué really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Marquinhos gently done. Nuno Mendes. Nice control. And that's aimed into the middle.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
And it's Hakimi. And here's Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia!
Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Fernandes. Colwell. Garnacho. And it's played forward. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Doué. Now, he's got space here. Good played through for the wide man. He's shifting through the gears here. That is good strength. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha forwards and with intent. James attempts a clearance. James chooses to go cross-field. Caicedo shifted upfield. Pass has gone astray. João Neves. Doué. Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia. And here's Dembele. Kvaratskhelia tries a shot! And that's surely a foul, free kick. Vitinha! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish right from the top draw. Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. That was beautiful. Something close to genius. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Defending of the desperate variety. Garnacho. Can he get onto this? Nicely intercepted. João Neves. Fabian Ruiz. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Sabani. Fabian Ruiz. João Neves. Doué. Kvaratskhelia. That's really well manoeuvred. Chalobah with the clearance. And that's put paid to a promising move. We can run onto that. Palmer! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. Oh, that's nice. Decent chance! And he thumps it clear. James, aim forwards. Can he spark a counter here? Kvaratskhelia. And here's Doué. Hakimi. Cross from Hakimi. Chalobah can get it clear. Caicedo forwards and with intent. Marquinhos. Vitinha takes a shot. No, he's missed it.
Vitinha clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
James. Chalobah played over towards the opposite flank. Strong running down that left flank. Garnacho. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's João Pedro. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Saban. Fabian Ruiz. Vitinha. João Neves. Saban. Fabian Ruiz. Kvaratskhelia. And it's played forward. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, nice touch. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, he's caught him in or out. Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Point-blank header! No, he didn't quite beat it right. James. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. James, gently done. That pass has been well intercepted. Nuno Mendes. They've seen lots of the ball, time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. And here's Dembele. Dembele played with finesse.
Nuno Mendes. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now it's João Pedro. Now then, the ball's come loose. Vitinha. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Kvaratskhelia. Ambitious ball here. And here's Kvaratskhelia. And here's Doué. Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. João Neves. Moved on forwards. Oh, he's claimed by the keeper. And it's Palmer. Garnacho. There are a few waiting for it. Garnacho! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That's been drilled forward. Garnacho. Garnacho. Palmer! Denied by an instinctive save.
Palmer is offering a right smile there.
And it's Dembele. That's really well manoeuvred. Kvaratskhelia!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
James. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Chalobah shifted upfield.
Well, what we're seeing here is a recipe for winding up your supporters. They're over-elaborating on the ball when someone should be taking responsibility to release it forward. You can sense the frustration all round.
Nuno Mendes. Fabian Ruiz. Moved on forwards. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Goes for the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Palmer. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's João Pedro.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Zabani gently done. And it's played forward. Doué, now he's off and running. Colwell producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Palmer. In with the challenge. And he welcomes it in. Could move up a gear here.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Marquinhos cuts it out. João Neves. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz forwards and with intent.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Chalobah. And it's James. Oh, that's neat. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Doué. He's Doué! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Yeah, I think he's a little annoyed with himself there, Peter, because he did pretty much everything right up to the end.
James. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, good spread. Oh, it's come loose. Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz, aim forwards. Palmer. Caicedo. Fernandes. Great defending, strong and determined. Zabani. Vitinha. Doué. Hakimi. Fabian Ruiz. Kvaratskhelia. That's a good ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
João Neves. And it's Doué. Doué. Vitinha. Out to the left it goes. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Nuno Mendes with the cross. And the keeper has it. Cucurella. Caicedo. Fabian Ruiz. Vitinha. Zabani, gently done. And here's Dembele. Hakimi. Doué. Garnacho. Moved on forwards. Now it's Garnacho. Garnacho. He's had a shot! Fernandes goes short. And it's Palmer. Oh, it's and he'll shoot here!
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Marquinhos. Garnacho. Cucurella. Oh, it's played into the area. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. James. And he goes cross-field. João Neves wins the duel this time. Fabian Ruiz. And it's played forward. And it's Palmer. João Pedro. That's a nicely shaped ball. Garnacho. There's the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Zabani forwards and with intent. Fabian Ruiz. Marquinhos. Fabian Ruiz. It's really well manoeuvred. Garnacho, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Cucurella. Forward it goes. James. Chance to shoot!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Nuno Mendes. Fabian Ruiz shifted upfield, deftly away. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. That's really well manoeuvred. Hakimi. And it's played forward. It's Mendes. That's a good run down the left. Nuno Mendes. Chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Dembele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's nice and simple for the keeper. Garnacho. João Pedro. Now it's João Pedro. Garnacho. Garnacho! And they've got rid. Fabian Ruiz. It's Dembele. And now the breakaway. João Neves. Marquinhos looks to the other side. Hakimi. Paris Saint-Germain ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Caicedo. Fernandes. Moved on forwards. Caicedo. chosen with intent. A searching ball out wide. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Caicedo. Colwell, aim forwards. Over to the left. Garnacho. He's got away. Does really well to win the ball there. Great position. Big chance! Just off target. Fernandes with the short one. Lovely bit of skill. Fernandes. James. Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. In by James. And it's half-time here. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So we're into the second 45. No changes at the interval from either side. Marquinhos. Zabani. Doué. And he cuts out the supply. Cucurella. Garnacho. Cucurella. Caicedo. Zabani gets it away. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That's a nicely weighted pass. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. That has been cut short. João Pedro. James, gently done. Marquinhos getting this one clear. Doué. Marquinhos. Zabani, gently done. Fernandes. Thinks one through. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Doué. And it's Doué. Doué played out to the left flank. Kvaratskhelia, delicate ball, and it needs to be. That's really well cleared. Vitinha. Palmer. Out to the right. Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz. And that's a it's the day! He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Cucurella defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. James, and it's Fernandes. Palmer. Fernandes. Great work on the overlap.
outcome could so easily have been different.
Palmer certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
João Neves. Doué. Sabani. Colwell. Cucurella. Garnacho in acres of space out wide. Scalia. João Neves. Doué.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Now it's Vitinha. Hakimi.
Well, that's a clever-looking ball. That has been knocked clear. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Garnacho chasing after it.
Marquinhos.
Nuno Mendes.
Marquinhos.
João Neves. João Neves.
That's a sharp pass. Now, who's going to be first to this?
James.
Colwell shifted upfield. João Pedro.
Palmer.
Zabani gets rid without sophistication. Long ball by the goalkeeper.
Colwell. Palmer. Fernandes. James.
Has a look and plays it forward. Tries a measured ball.
Now the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Oh, that's a nice ball.
Hakimi.
Marquinhos.
Marquinhos.
Oh, good-looking ball.
Well timed, excellent interception. Cucurella.
Chalobah aim forwards.
Palmer. Now it's Garnacho.
Garnacho. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Nuno Mendes.
Moved on forwards. Lobbed in behind. He can run onto that. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Mendes. Mendes.
Header comes in! He will be livid with himself.
Paris Saint-Germain, I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
James.
James. Marquinhos.
João Neves. Doué. Hakimi. Doué. And it's Palmer. Calmly anticipates. Fabian Ruiz. Zabani. Doué. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes.
Kvaratskhelia looking to get on the end of this.
Palmer. Colwill. Caicedo.
And it's played forward. João Pedro.
Now it's Palmer.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
And he's managed to get free. Fernandes
With a fine tackle.
Fernandes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's found a way through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Dembele, now he's off and running. And it's Vitinha. João Neves. João Neves,
Forwards and with intent.
it looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
And that's really well manoeuvred.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Fabian Ruiz. Mendes shifted upfield. Oh, played through for the wide man. And that's an excellent interception. Cucurella. Cucurella. And here's Garnacho. Mendes
Hit the slide tackle there.
and there's his chance to lead the counter. Cucurella.
Oh, this looks sharp.
João Pedro. Zabani wins the duel this time. Nuno Mendes. And it's played forward. João Neves. João Neves, gently done.
And it's been given away.
Mendes, aim forwards. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And it's Vitinha. Doué. And here's Dembele. It's Dembele!
Oh, bang on target.
Tries to get it clear. Moved on forwards. And they can counter here. João Pedro. Garnacho! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Garnacho clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
João Pedro. And it's James. Oh, such a clever touch. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And reclaimed it in a trice. Chalobah. Fernandez. Chalobah. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. Now it's João Pedro.
Played out to the right.
He's got to be in here! João Neves. Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia. And back to the goalkeeper. Chalobah. And it's played forward. João Pedro. Palmer. Garnacho. Great defending, strong and determined.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Oh, that's disappointing. And the ball's come loose here. Fernandez. James. And it's James.
Aimed in towards the centre. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Marquinhos. Fabian Ruiz. Marquinhos.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Hakimi. Proves too strong. Cucurella. Chalobah. Fernandez.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Oh, red, nice interception. Zabani shifted upfield. And it's Hakimi.
Ball's gone out of play.
Caicedo. James. James, gently done. Kvaratskhelia. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Garnacho. Cucurella. And they've got a throw. And it's Caicedo. Caicedo's cross. No, that's too long. João Neves. João Neves forwards and with intent. Hakimi. João Neves. Kvaratskhelia spread out to the left. Fernandez. Chalobah, aim forwards. Cucurella. Great ball if he can get there. He has found a way through. He is just caressing the ball. Hit into the middle. PSG on the counter-attack. Kvaratskhelia. Nuno Mendes.
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's got away.
And he's heaved it away. Oh, that's well done, really robust. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Caicedo. Chalobah forwards and with intent. Caicedo played out to the left flank. Garnacho. Caicedo. Now it's Garnacho. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Caicedo. Cucurella. Cucurella puts them all in. Fabian Ruiz can get it clear. Gets it away. And it's James. Fernandez. Marquinhos getting this one clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Palmer.
That's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Got their lead back. Well, that is a bit special. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Fabian Ruiz, gently done. And it's Mendes.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Caresses it through. Oh, and the shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Well, that's well seen too. Marquinhos. Fabian Ruiz. Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Over to the left. Garnacho. Defending of the desperate variety.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, it's Dembele. Out to the left it goes. Can he deliver? Kvaratskhelia. Lee Kang in. Vitinha! Oh, that is asking for trouble. It's anyone's ball. What a save! Terrific reactions. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Mendes concedes a free kick for that. The most accurate pass. Zabani with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And here's Garnacho.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Do have a chance to counter here. Lee Kang in. Kvaratskhelia.
Paris Saint-Germain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Hakimi gets over and intercepts. And here's Lee Kang in. And it's Vitinha. Vitinha played out towards the right wing.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. Fabian Ruiz. Zabani. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Paris Paris Saint-Germain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Colwell. Chalobah. James. Can he latch on to this? A chance to play it in. And that's a good ball. Danger averted for now.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Played towards the other side. Hakimi. That's the throw. Delicate chip through.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Vitinha. And that is as far as they're going to go. Garnacho. Purring through the gears.
The message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Into the last 5 minutes. I think we're just about done here. No foul, says the referee.
Paris Saint-Germain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Forward it goes. Fabian Ruiz cuts out the pass. Marquinhos. Tries a deft little ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And back to the keeper they go.
Paris Saint-Germain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And here's Vitinha. Lee Kang in. Now it's Lee Kang and the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, convincing, that most certainly wasn't. He did well to rescue it, though, I'll give him that.
Oh, can he get onto this? Palmer. Fernandes. That is a brilliant interception. That's really well cleared. Lee Kang in, did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. Vitinha. Lee Kang in. Oh, good spread. Lovely feet. And here's Dembele. Kvaratskhelia. And he shoots! Straight at the keeper.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Fabian Ruiz. Lee Kang in. João Neves. Kvaratskhelia. Paris Saint-Germain desperately need a goal, and this could well be their last chance. Played out to the right. And that has been cleared. Vitinha has found the net here. It's Dembele! He's missed, but not by that far.
Dembele has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Now it's Garnacho. Now it's Palmer.
2 minutes to be added on. It's run loose here.
And here's Palmer. Palmer! It's a loose ball. Mendes gets it clear.
Plenty waiting in the middle.
Garnacho. Over to the left.
It's a good-looking delivery.
And that's been well dealt with. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Fabian Ruiz. Nuno Mendes.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment.